Hold on to your hats, folks, because the Donald just dropped a crypto truth bomb. At the swanky 2025 summit, Trump made a statement about cryptocurrency. And it wasn't just any statement, no siree, this was a doozy. We're talking earth-shattering, market-moving levels of pronouncements. This wasn't just some off-the-cuff tweet, this was a prepared statement. The man who once said Bitcoin was very dangerous seems to have had a change of heart, or maybe he just discovered NFTs and realized there's money to be made. Whatever the reason, Trump's words have the potential to shake the crypto world to its core. Now you might be thinking, why should I care what a reality TV star turned politician thinks about my Bitcoins? Because the man has a knack for moving markets. Remember when he tweeted about stocks and sent the Dow Jones spiraling? Or when he slapped tariffs on China and started a trade war? That's the Trump effect. Love him or hate him, the man knows how to make waves. And when those waves hit the crypto market, which is already known for its volatility, you're gonna want to be wearing a life vest. Trump's evolving stance on crypto is a microcosm of the larger debate happening right now. Governments around the world are trying to figure out what to do with this newfangled digital money. So, what can we expect from the rest of this wild ride? We're going to dive deep into Trump's history with crypto, from his early skepticism to his recent flirtations with the blockchain. We'll break down his bombshell statements from the summit and analyze what they mean for the future of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the whole crypto gang. We'll examine the immediate impact on the market, the long-term political and economic implications. So buckle up, buttercups, this is going to be a wild one. Let's rewind the clock, shall we? Back to a simpler time when the world was still grappling with the shocking reality of a Trump presidency, and Bitcoin was just starting to make headlines. Back then, the Donald wasn't exactly singing crypto's praises. In fact, he seemed downright allergic to it. In 2019, he took to Twitter to declare his undying disdain for the digital dollar. "I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies," he tweeted. "They're not money," he proclaimed, adding that their value was about as stable as a Jenga tower built by a toddler. Crypto, in his eyes, was a shadowy underworld where criminals roamed free and honest folks got fleeced. But then, something strange happened. It was as if someone had slipped something into Trump's Diet Coke, something that made him see the world in a whole new light. Okay, maybe it wasn't that dramatic, but something definitely shifted. Rumors began to swirl that Trump was warming up to crypto, and then, boom, the news hit the internet. Trump was launching his own NFT collection. The man who once scoffed at the very idea of digital assets was now peddling his own line of digital collectibles. It was a full-on crypto embrace, and the world watched in a mixture of amusement and bewilderment. So what was behind this sudden change of heart? Was it a genuine epiphany about the transformative power of blockchain technology, or was it a more calculated move? Trump has always been a businessman first and foremost. He's got a nose for opportunity, a knack for sniffing out a potential gold mine. The crypto market, with its wild swings and overnight millionaires, must have seemed like the ultimate casino to a man who once owned a string of them. By 2022, the Republican Party was starting to embrace crypto. Trump may have seen crypto as a way to shore up his support among the MAGA faithful. As Trump geared up for the 2024 election, his stance on crypto remained a bit of a mystery. He would occasionally mention it in speeches or interviews, but his comments were often vague and contradictory. One minute he'd be praising the innovation of blockchain, the next he'd be warning about the dangers of unregulated markets. Trump's relationship with crypto was complicated, to say the least. Picture this. It's 2025. The world is still recovering from the pandemic, the economy is doing that weird dance where it's both booming and busting at the same time, and everyone's looking for the next big thing. Enter the 2025 Economic Innovation Summit, a gathering of the world's biggest brains and wealthiest wallets. Held in the heart of Silicon Valley, the summit was a who's who of tech titans, Wall Street wolves, and political heavyweights. Elon Musk was there, probably live tweeting the event. Janet Yellen was there, looking stoic and prepared to drop some economic truth bombs. And of course, holding court like the king of capitalism himself was none other than former President Donald J. Trump. As Trump took the stage, the chatter in the room died down, replaced by the expectant silence of 1,000 smartphones held aloft. The former president, looking tanned, rested, and perhaps a tad more orange than usual, surveyed the crowd with a twinkle in his eye. "Let me tell you folks," he began, his voice booming through the hall, "crypto is hot. I mean really hot. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's investing in it, and frankly it's about time America got back in the game." The crowd erupted in a mix of cheers and gasps. Trump's speech was short on specifics but long on bombast, as is his way. He didn't announce any concrete policy proposals, but he did lay out a broad vision for America's role in the crypto future. The implications of Trump's speech were far-reaching. For starters, it injected a much-needed dose of certainty into the U.S. crypto regulatory landscape. Trump's speech suggested that a more comprehensive regulatory framework was on the horizon. One area where Trump did provide some concrete details was on the issue of crypto taxation. Recognizing the growing popularity of digital assets and the need to fund his ambitious infrastructure plans, Trump announced that his administration would be taking a closer look at how cryptocurrencies were taxed. Look, folks, we all love making money, and crypto is a great way to do that, Trump quipped. But the government needs its fair share, right? We can't have people getting rich off Bitcoin and not paying their taxes. While the details were still being worked out, Trump hinted that his administration would be taking a common-sense approach to crypto taxation. While Trump's speech was generally positive for the crypto industry, he did strike a note of caution when it came to decentralized finance, or DeFi. DeFi platforms, which allow users to lend, borrow, and trade cryptocurrencies without the need for traditional financial institutions, had exploded in popularity in recent years. Now, I love innovation, folks. I really do, Trump said, his tone turning serious. But we can't have a situation where people are using these new technologies to break the law. We need to make sure that DeFi platforms are playing by the rules. As the echoes of Trump's speech faded from the summit hall, the crypto world went into overdrive. Bitcoin, the granddaddy of cryptocurrencies, shot up like a SpaceX rocket trying to outrun a tweet from Elon Musk. It was a sight to behold, especially if you were a Bitcoin bull who'd been patiently hodling through the ups and downs. Suddenly, everyone wanted a piece of the digital gold rush, and the fear of missing out, FOMO, was palpable. But hold on to your hats, folks, because this roller coaster wasn't over yet. Just as Bitcoin seemed poised to break through its all-time high, a wave of profit-taking sent the price tumbling back down to earth. While retail investors were riding the Bitcoin roller coaster, the big dogs on Wall Street were trying to figure out what was going on. Institutional investors had been cautiously dipping their toes into the crypto waters for a while now. Trump's speech, however, threw a wrench in their carefully calculated risk assessments. On the one hand, the prospect of clearer regulations and a more crypto-friendly White House was enticing. On the other hand, this was still Donald Trump we were talking about, a man known for his unpredictable pronouncements and penchant for market chaos. If you want to gauge the true impact of a news event on the crypto world, look no further than crypto Twitter. This digital gladiatorial arena, where laser-eyed avatars clash over Bitcoin maxis and Ethereum evangelists spread the gospel of DeFi, is the pulse of the crypto community. And boy did crypto Twitter explode after Trump's speech. It was a tsunami of hot takes, memes, and price predictions, all vying for attention amidst a sea of rocket emojis and laser eyes. Bitcoin maximalists declared victory, proclaiming that Trump's endorsement was the final nail in the coffin for fiat currency. Only time would tell if his actions would match his rhetoric. Section 4. Trump the unlikely crypto kingmaker? As the dust settled from the initial shockwaves, one thing became clear. Donald Trump, the man who once dismissed Bitcoin as a scam, had inadvertently become one of the most influential figures in the crypto world. His words, whether driven by genuine conviction or political calculation, had sent ripples through the market, sparking both euphoria and uncertainty. It was an unlikely turn of events, to be sure. But then again, when it comes to Donald Trump, the unexpected is often par for the course. Whether he intended to or not, Trump had thrust cryptocurrencies into the spotlight, forcing policymakers, investors, and the public at large to grapple with the implications of this emerging technology. The crypto world would never be the same. Trump's crypto pivot shook Congress, waking the political establishment from its regulatory slumber. Washington had treated crypto with indifference and suspicion, but Trump's speech changed the game. Suddenly, crypto was on the agenda as a matter of national competitiveness. The old guard scrambled to catch up. New crypto-savvy lawmakers pushed for innovation. They argued embracing crypto was essential for America's economic dominance. Trump's crypto pivot also reignited a long-simmering debate about the future of the US dollar. As the world's reserve currency, the dollar had long enjoyed a privileged position, underpinning global trade and finance. But with the rise of cryptocurrencies, some saw a potential challenger to the dollar's hegemony. Could Bitcoin, with its decentralized nature and finite supply, eventually replace the dollar as the world's preferred currency? Could stablecoins, pegged to the value of the dollar but operating on faster, cheaper blockchain networks, erode the dollar's dominance in international transactions? These were questions that kept policymakers and economists up at night. Some argued that cryptocurrencies posed no real threat to the dollar's dominance. They pointed to the dollar's deep liquidity, the stability of the US economy, and the network effects that came with being the world's reserve currency. Crypto, they argued, was simply too volatile, too unregulated, and too niche to pose a serious challenge to the dollar's throne. Across the globe, from the gleaming skyscrapers of Beijing to the stately halls of Brussels, world leaders watched Trump's crypto pivot with a mixture of curiosity and concern. China, already well on its way to launching its own central bank digital currency, saw America's newfound crypto enthusiasm as both a threat and an opportunity. European Union policymakers, long wary of crypto's potential for money laundering and tax evasion, found themselves under pressure to clarify their own regulatory stance. Would they follow America's lead and embrace crypto innovation? Or would they double down on regulation, risking falling behind in the global race for technological dominance? Russia, facing economic sanctions and eager to find alternatives to the dollar-dominated financial system, saw crypto as a potential lifeline. By embracing cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, Russia hoped to circumvent sanctions, boost its own economy, and perhaps even challenge the West's financial supremacy. Trump's crypto legacy savior, saboteur, or something in between. In the annals of crypto history, Trump's crypto pivot would be remembered as a turning point, a moment when digital assets went from the fringes of the financial system to the center of global economic and political debate. Whether his embrace of crypto would prove to be a boon or a bane for the industry remained to be seen. Would his administration's regulatory approach foster innovation or stifle it? Would his rhetoric about making America the crypto capital of the world translate into concrete action? Only time would tell what Trump's true legacy on crypto would be. But one thing was certain, the crypto genie was out of the bottle, and there was no putting it back in. The world was changing, and Donald Trump, for better or worse, had played his part in accelerating that change. The crypto crystal ball. What's next? Well folks, there you have it. We've journeyed through Trump's crypto saga, from skepticism to surprise, Bitcoin's highs and lows, Wall Street's confusion, and crypto Twitter's frenzy. But where do we go from here? The future of crypto is uncertain and unpredictable. It's like herding cats on a roller coaster, but that's half the fun. The crypto space is never boring. Whether it's a tweet from Elon Musk, a regulatory crackdown in China, or a surprise from Trump, there's always something to keep us on our toes. So is Trump the Doge father or what? Is Trump's crypto pivot genuine or a political gamble? Time will tell if he truly supports crypto or just wants to appeal to tech-savvy voters. His actions will impact the crypto landscape. Will the US become a global crypto powerhouse, or will it be another empty promise? Stay informed, stay vigilant, and for God's sake, stay tuned. Do your own research, be wary of hype cycles, and remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. The crypto world is complex, ever-changing, and frankly, a little bit bonkers. But it's also exciting, innovative, and full of potential. So, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. Stay informed, enjoy the ride.